Hi guys, it's Mr. Prouse here. For today's lesson, we're going to be doing some percentage stuff. So first up, we're going to be calculating percentages or finding percentages. Now, there's two parts to this lesson. There's two types of questions you're going to have to deal with. The first type of question is when you're finding an amount given a percentage. So I'm going to give you a percentage in this sort of question, and you got to figure out what the amount is. So it's really important that you understand what sort of question is being asked, so you know which sort of method to use, whether part one or part two. Okay, so when I give you the percentage and you want to find the amount, what you need to do is you need to recall how to convert that percentage I give you to its decimal form. So, and the way to do that is to divide that percentage by 100. So you could just do that in a calculator if you wanted to. So for example, 25% as a decimal, if you divide that by 100, so I do 25 divided by 100, I'll get a different color. So if I do 25 divided by 100, in my calculator it gives me 0.25, and that is the decimal version. So it's as simple as just dividing by 100. So another example is 7%. If I do 7 divided by 100, it gives me the decimal version, so 0.07. So as simple as just dividing by 100. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do. So what you then need to do afterwards is use this rule. So you need to multiply your amount by the percentage in this decimal form that we've just done. So, for example, if we do, I'll get yellow. If we do 15% of 85, we just think to ourselves, we're multiplying something by our 85, and we just multiply by the decimal version. So this is 0.15, and when we do that, we end up with our 12.75 in our calculator. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find a decent color highlighter. Let's try grey. Okay, so next up, a trickier one, like 2.5% of 140. So the idea is you're just multiplying 140 by something because that's your amount. You want to change this to its decimal form. So divide by 100 and you get that. So you're literally just thinking to yourself, take your 140 and multiply by the decimal version. So that's what we've got here. And you end up with 3.5. So that's the first sort of question. That's when you're finding a percentage of an amount. Notice I've given you a percentage. So that's when you know to change it to decimal version and then just multiply. Simple as that. Okay, part two is when you want to find the percentage and I give you the amounts. So this is where I won't give you a percentage. You have to find the percentage. So look at this question, guys. There's no percentage here. You need to find the percentage. So what you do is you follow this rule. So you just make a fraction and then multiply it by 100. Simple as that. So 5 marks out of 20. So it's like you got 5 out of 20 on a test. You make a fraction. So 5 out of 20 and then just times it by 100. And you get the percentage which you got. So in this case, they only got 25%. So that is the second sort of type of question. You'd be surprised how many people get these strategies mixed up. Okay, so let's continue on. So let's do some harder examples, so ones that have a little bit more of a trick to them. Okay, so first up, find this percentage of this. So I give you the percentage, so you need to change this thing to decimal version and then multiply by 72. Okay, so to change this to its decimal version, you've got to divide by 100, and you get 1.155. Remember, the SD button can help you out with this. And then you just multiply it by 72, and that's what you get. So that's going to be your answer. Now notice, we were finding a percentage of an amount of money, so keep the units the same. Dollars. Really important that you remember your units. A lot of people won't. A lot of people will put a percentage sign there. That is incorrect. You're finding an amount. I've given you the percentage. You need to tell me the amount. And this is the other sort of question people stuff up a lot. Express 55 centimeters as a percentage of 2 meters. I want a percentage. So this is where you make a fraction and then times by 100. So here's my fraction. I'm timesing by 100. But there's one problem with our fraction, the units. So it's really important that we have to deal with these units being different. So we've got to think, how can we make it so that suddenly the units are the same? Well, the easiest way is to convert your 2 meters to centimeters by multiplying it by 100. So you get 200 centimeters. And now our fraction is a lot nicer to deal with. 55 centimeters over 200 centimeters. And then we times by 100, and our percentage is 27.5%. We like to deal with a decimal inside our percentage. Don't use the fraction. It's just a little bit messier. And that's about it. Good luck with the questions.